All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Michael Ward from GMS Lake Charles Camp, coming at you giving another video through the Spirit. And before I do anything, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whose striving taught us this truth. And blessings to you brothers across the four winds, pushing this truth sincerely. All right, I put a couple of scriptures together, and just thinking, about this word, because this word, is going to save us from the destruction that is to come to this place, man, and we don't want to get caught, in this destruction, because we know that the destruction is, the things that is coming to this place are like, the things that's coming to this place is going to be like a time never seen before, man. It's going to get very bad out here, but the ones that has this word, we're going to be protected from the things that's to come, so we have to hold on to it, and not let go. No matter how things may look, no matter how tough situations may get, we have to hold on to these things. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 11. It say, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man may take thy crown." Right, man? If you have this word, hold fast, because the Lord is coming back to put judgment up, to place judgment up on this place, man. And it's not going to be light, It's going to be so bad that, people are going to seek death and not find it, man. The scriptures say, "Mighty man shall cry bitterly." That's letting you know how bad it's going to be, man. But the ones that has this word, we're going to be protected in those times. We're going to have those angels, encamped around about us, holding back, their destruction from us, getting us out of certain situations, taking care of us in that time. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 12. It said, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work should be." Right, man. And the Lord is coming, Yahweh Shai is coming back to give out rewards, man. He's coming back to give out rewards, whether it's good or bad, it's a reward that you're going to receive, so everyone gets a reward. So you have to ask yourself, what are you doing? Are you doing the things that the Lord, told you to do, or, you're doing what you want to do? Because if you're doing the things that the Lord has told you to do, you have nothing to look forward to but salvation, and that's what the prophets are looking for, salvation. But if you're doing what pleases your flesh, the things that you have to look forward to is not pleasant. You have nothing to look forward to but destruction. And destruction is coming, man. It's coming quickly. And there's no escaping it. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. This 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 8, it say, now that planted and he that watered are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor." Right, man? Every man shall receive reward according to his own labor. You're not going to get rewarded for what your friend did. You're not going to get rewarded for what someone else did, man. You're going to get rewarded according to your works. So have you been doing the things that's pleasing in the eyesight of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? Or you been bullshitting? There's no faking it, man. So we have to be working. We can't put off day to day. We can't get lazy in this thing, man. We can't settle up on our lease, man. Because the Lord is not coming back to play. The scripture in Matthew, it say, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword," man. So the Lord is coming back to destroy this place, man, and destroy the ones, that went against the things that he was speaking, man. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 46. It say, "Blessed is the servant whom is the Lord when he will come shall find doing." Right, man? So blessed is the servant. We have to be working, We can't get lazy in this thing. We can't get tired in this thing, man. We was called to do the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, so we have to do it, man. By you getting lazy and throwing the towel in, letting that flesh get the best of you, man, you're going to be destroyed. You can't let that flesh win. It's a spiritual fight every day. Your spirit might want to do something, but the flesh might be weighing you down. That's why it's good to be around brothers, man. The way brothers could, give you the strength that you need to overcome the flesh, and do the things that's pleasing in the eyesight of the Lord. Because, man, the ones, bro, bro, it's going to be so bad out here, bro. It talks about, people standing up and they eyeballs melting in their sockets, man. They tongue melting away in their mouth. And the angels coming back to get busy. They're not sparing nothing. They don't have feelings. They don't have emotions, man. They coming back to do what the Lord instructed them to do, man. They not holding back. They not going to have no mercy on y'all. That's why we must work. That way we can be found, in that mercy of the Lord, man. That way he can have mercy upon us. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 47. It say, and that servant which knew the Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, should be beaten with many stripes, right, man? Everything that is to come to this place, you're going to partake in it, man. Because you didn't do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. You wanted to play around, just like the time of Noah, when he was giving that warning. They was drinking, partying, giving in a marriage. Likewise with today, the prophets are standing up on their feet out on the highways and byways, giving that warning, But people are doing the same thing today. Drinking, marriage, partying, not taking heed. So when the Lord come back, he's going to deal with them, man. And the ones that got a piece of this truth, the ones that was in this truth, but forsook the Lord and went back into the world, he's going to get with you and you're going to get it even worse, because you knew what the Lord was coming back to do, but you wanted to play around, you wanted to think you had all this time in the world to go back and bullshit. Nah, man, now it's action time. And you're going to suffer, But there's some scriptures that I put together, Lord willing, it was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone, who strive and taught us this truth. And peace, safety, and blessings to you brothers across four winds, pushing this truth and sincerity. Until next time, shalom.